One of your most important roles as a web designer is making type comfortable. Another role, and probably most important, is to cause people to read. Why do people read, and how do they read? There's principally three reasons people read. First, they're searching. They're searching in dictionaries, glossaries, atlases, table of contents to find a specific bit of information. And when they're searching by headline, by title, by subtitles, or looking for photos or illustrations. Another reason for reading, skimming or scanning. When skimming, the skimmer reads the headlines, the titles, the first paragraph, the subtitles, and the last paragraph. This is an exercise to see if the article or the web page that they are on is worth spending more time on to look at it in more detail. And finally, people read to study, to learn detailed information about a subject. This involves concentration, time commitment, and other environmental factors. So why is knowing this important in web design? By knowing why people read helps us to design pages that make it easier for them to read. So let's look at this again. In searching, we can have bold headings, titles and subtitles, easy to read fonts, photos or illustrations. When someone is scanning, they're looking at the headings, the titles, and the subtitles. And they're attracted by a variation of font sizes and color. While studying requires appropriate fonts, both in style, size, and color, proper spacing of not only the words, but the paragraphs and the placement of the paragraphs on the page, which is contained in correct paragraph blocking. So when we're working as web designers and we remember why people read and how they read, it's important for us to know these factors so that we can set the web page up so that it makes it easier for them to read. One article suggests that appropriate font in web design is 18 points. I found it curious that I was reading the Deseret News and they had just redesigned their web page. Their main articles are all in 18 points or 18 pixels. They actually use not a black color, but a lighter color. If you were to look at the red, green, and blue color segment, it is 77 from top to bottom, which is kind of an off gray. It's easier on the eyes, easier for people to read. So these are some of the factors that we need to consider when we're designing our web pages. And finally, good typography isn't just about the size of the and style of a font, but it's also about helping to establish a high level of visual hierarchy. And that can be done when we pay attention to not only the type, but how the type is placed and how it's designed on the page. Thank you.